Kazuya. ATATA is by far one of the scariest players I have ever watched.
Why?
Lots of very quick APM. I have
APM, which means
actions per minute.
There you go.
Just ATATA. I've watched ATATA take somebody from like 30 to nearly 100 with just down tilts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Ness is fire.
Yes, and it has been kind of a story in Chicago for the last couple of seasons.
Sure.
Who can beat ATATA? That's kind of the name of the game. If you make top 5, how many ATATA wins do you have? And I don't know how often Onin is playing high caliber Nesses, but I do know that we've got quite a few Steves here in Chicago, and ATATA is very familiar with the matchup. So we're going to see how that's going to play into effect here, because something that is hard when it comes to fighting Ness specifically as Steve is definitely his combo. What in the world?
Yeah, if you guys are new to ATATA, I'm going to need y'all to watch his, like you said, APM, but damage per combo, DPC.
Yeah.
Let's go for a DPC. Damage per combo, especially with a character like Ness who has a high damage output. I personally just love the hype factor of Ness because things like down tilt extensions, side magnet stalls, all of these things make it really exciting to watch. Good Ness players, but also one of the best that I feel like doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the time people just, when Nesses are in the conversation, I feel like ATATA is kind of slept on. I don't hear a lot of ATATA's name from anybody who isn't in the Midwest. So this is, if you're new to Midwest events, this is the player to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, like we talked about it, #1 in Chicago, you know what, you got it. You got it. When people are like, give us analysis on that dash attack and why it was good, it was, you got it.
It's frame 8, I can tell you that.
Hey, there's a Steve player on the mic, guys.
It's fast.
I have to say, though, ATATA definitely in the conversation, but you got to talk about Onin, man.
Oh, yeah.
Onin's been on the game ever since the debut.
We've seen a lot of Onin these last couple of years. Still a really strong player. Still one of my favorite Steves to watch just in general. But it's hard when you are playing against Steve and you don't have big moves. Moves to kind of swing with. I do know that when it comes to the blocks, it is hard for Ness to get through. PK Fire doesn't really do a lot, and especially when we're on PS2, you're getting a lot of stone, so it's going to be hard for ATATA to actually do anything. And what is happening?
Speaking of things that are, kind of hard to get through, it was just this first stock for Onin was so stubborn to get off for ATATA, but one of the things that we know about this player is that he loves to get combos, loves to get these dare spikes, but unfortunately with Steve, and I know you know this, Excelsior, you can come back from Narnia at this point.
Yeah, the recovery on Steve is really good, especially with Onin, who is one of the Steves that really pioneered that recovery.
Yes.
You're getting Onin specifically in these situations, that's going to be hard to really capitalize off of. And it's kind of hard because I don't even think that this is something that I notice a lot from a lot of players is I do feel like we get a little lazy fighting Steve. I'm going to say it. We get a little lazy. And
okay. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about.
Not only did ATATA reflect
the anvil.
The anvil, but also hit the forward smash, in the same vein.
Yeah.
Nah, that was crazy.
What I was going to say that ATATA put very eloquently there is that ATATA, I saw him do it earlier, SDI'd straight up on a pick loop, just straight onto the platform, unable to continue the combo.
Sure.
Got like 12%. And then I'm seeing a lot of when Onin wants to get those minecarts underneath the blocks, just stopping it with PK Fire, because then no command grab, right?
Sure.
So ATATA is very familiar with this matchup, knows a lot, is a very innovative player, is really quick on his feet, so I really like that, but unfortunately when you get into those situations where Steve is up and you've got stone blocks, there's not a lot you can do.
I think the game versus Steve is getting as high as possible. Oh, Onin's nails cute. I love that nail color.
Really
I'm sorry, that was the ADHD.
I love their nails.
Cute color. I can't wear nail polish because, I don't know, my fingers it's a sensory thing. Regardless, I think the name of the game versus Steve is how quickly can we get ahead on the opening combo, and then how well can we capitalize off of it. So, in this case, right, is 28%, okay, maybe now a little bit higher, is 40% the worst possible thing that could happen versus Steve on the opening combo? No, but when Onin is just kind of laying up so much pressure. It's so stressful, but I love the landing back air into the grab and using the PK Flash to break the minecart too. But unfortunately, Onin always just on at that point, right?
Yeah, one step ahead at all times, it seems like. And we get a double down smash, unable to actually get a kill there. So there we go. All right, there's the PK Fire that I'm looking for.
Off the platform.
Yeah, off
Nesses
the platform.
have never done that before.
No, never. Please avoid the block. I always get so scared.
Right.
When they set up that block there, please don't get hit. But
they do it for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot
we
of
know
the
you're
time,
scared.
Like, I think a lot of the times when it comes to Steve players, like, there's a method to the madness of the block placement when it's one singular block. I mean, obviously off stage is one thing, but when it's in the center stage like that, and you're not really mindful of it, it can absolutely come back and bite you.
Yeah, exactly. I really... Can we get a confirm? No confirm, misses the grab, but we can get a run-up up smash. Good stuff. Really, really proud of ATATA for just not getting paralyzed there and just running up and knowing this is my moment, this is what I have to do. And now, the name of the game is keeping your hands on Steve. You do not want to let them get set up because Steve's face stats aren't great. So if you can stay in Steve's face and just force a lot of panic options, it's going to go really, really well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the name of the game for ATATA is to really, like you said, kind of find these combos and as much as possible keep Steve, as much as Steve keeps other like characters, keep Steve in the vortex, you know, kind of keep in the juggle here. But I mean, Onin, you never know what's coming next after like a column like this is built. It's like, it could be anything. It could be an anvil drop. It could be kind of like forcing your opponent against the wall itself. Like there's so many things going on. I have to say though, I feel like Excelsior, and just because you also play Steve, so this is like a perfect opportunity for me to ask you, I feel like Onin is not playing with much of a material bar this game.
No, and there's another up smash. It's not going to kill because really good DI from Onin and a diamond back air, but yes, ATATA was doing a really good job up until just then. Oh, we get the up smash.
Oh no!
No, there's the tag!
All right,
we're good. Break the crafting table. Do not allow Onin to get the diamond there and really stop bleeding because now Onin is out of materials. We've got 2 minecarts on deck. We're able to get a little bit there, but Onin knows that they have to play really, really safe because one wrong move and you're going to get a PK Fire. You're going to take a lot of damage because when it comes to ATATA, that damage output is the name.
Yeah, absolutely. But now look at this from Onin. So strong, has the TNT ready to go. Only needs like 2 ticks of the iron, really. ATATA 106. But the anvil's going to miss barely, and a little bit of an awkward punish here attempt from Onin, but now Onin still 132. Just anything from Diamond's going to do it, a sneeze, if you will. And now, as we like to say in the Smash commentary world, ATATA's got a mountain to climb to make it back.
Which ATATA is no stranger to this. Sometimes when I'm watching him play like at locals, I feel like he loses the first 2 games just to feel something. Like he'll pull things out from absolutely nowhere.
Sure.
He's just such a scary player. So
I'm horrified though.
It's not great because Onin is doing a really good job, but when ATATA can lock in, really, it's hard to stop him once he gets moving.
Yeah.
So we going back to PS2?
I think we should get off PS2. Thoughts? Why? Yes or no? You're making a face.
It's the stone. It's the stone. Getting through stone blocks as
Oh,
Ness,
can you explain this to everybody at home,
okay.
too? I'm giving you the setup here, Excelsior. I got you. Go ahead. Sound really smart.
When it comes to the blocks, each one has a different durability, with dirt being the lowest.
Right.
And every stage has a different pattern, right?
Yep.
So this stage, you get more stone. You don't get any dirt.
Why
you don't mind
that?
Dirt. It's a stone stage. That's it.
That's it. And every stage in Ultimate has a different classification. Yes. So a stage, no, I know it's not legal, right? But Yoshi's Story, instead of like, it's wool,
Yoshi's Story
right?
has 2 actually.
Yeah, interesting.
Yoshi's Story, the ground is wood, but the platforms are wool.
Very interesting. So it's very important when you're fighting against a character like Steve is to keep that in mind because you don't want Steve getting stoned faster.
Yeah, especially if you have a hard time getting through blocks. Once Steve is out of these dirt blocks, which Onin has 1 or 2 left, how do you get through? If you don't have a good way to get through the blocks.
Great tech, but it's going to be punished no matter what. ATATA with nowhere to go here. But like I said, I feel like every single time ATATA gets super like ahead, Onin has the answer, and then ATATA's like, wait, no, I got it, I swear. But this is the thing, Excelsior, there's so much damage coming out every single time from Onin, and just ATATA's just struggling.
Yep.
But oh my god, it will be the TNT
I was
that
waiting
takes
for it.
it.
I was waiting for it because I saw it the second that Onin messed up that TBC right there. I could see the neurons firing in ATATA's brain because I saw Psy Magnet almost immediately. So
Yep.
I knew that ATATA was just waiting for that to go off, and unfortunately for Onin, got caught in the sweet spot of it. So that's really good for ATATA because now you don't have to fight Steve on the third stock.
There you go. But the thing is, I feel like ATATA has been just so far behind, even if it's something small with something like percentages. But I don't know. I mean, you gotta really kind of play carefully here. That's the thing with Steve in general. I'm sure you know this as a Steve player. It's the way that players kind of try and handle these combos, handle the shell shock essentially of getting hit so many times, and how you're able to recover that wins you this matchup.
Yeah, it's working really hard because the ledge traps here are. I really like ledge traps actually because they're extremely creative.
Every single time, right?
Yeah, it's hard because I get the sentiment for why ATATA is on this stage. He doesn't want to get block gimped. This is the only stage that you cannot get block gimped on because the alignment on the block grid is wrong. So you cannot get block gimped on this stage unless you really try to. So I understand the sentiment of wanting to stay here, but sometimes you gotta take those risks because not being able to get through the walls is really harming ATATA right now because Onin is just setting up the walls and just knows exactly what ATATA wants to get through and is punishing it every single time.
Yeah, absolutely. This is such a tense stock. I think for all of Chicago, like in the venue right now, and the fact that ATATA just keeps taking damage here and there, it's such a heartbreaker, especially because Onin's so set up here. But now ATATA trying to find just that one opportunity in. Onin, though, going to be able to find the up air, and now it's all ATATA. Can you find a way to get another one of those forward smash reflectors? Maybe get some movement going, but the whiff punish onto the grab here can get us 3 forward airs, or more forward airs exactly, but can we find the PK Rocket? You know it, looking for it.
This is what I really like right now. Onin has no mats. We've got Diamond on deck, but look, there's only 1 iron left. If ATATA can get Onin off stage, break the crafting table, that's going to be a really bad position because Onin is forced to keep running in the corner and mining. Able to get, able to reapply the tools, but I mean, still no iron on deck, so you don't got to worry about the minecart. You don't got to worry about the anvil, but you got to be careful because right now Onin is doing such a good job, and there is the PK fire, a PK flash to snuff out the minecart, but ATATA's got to be really careful because one wrong move can spell the end.
Yeah, absolutely, right. You're just looking for that one tick of PK fire that actually doesn't, just gets Onin into the lock here, but you have to be so careful. The minecart is going to connect here, but now you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Okay, back here into Nair, finds the second hit.
There we go.
So close to. Where's the punish? The spot dodge so close. It will be ATATA bringing us forward in loser semis, bringing us to a 2-1. But my goodness, the venue coming alive. But my goodness,
that was stressful.
That was the tension stressful. Right here. Oh my goodness.
Something I really like there is ATATA knowing that Onin was going to tech there. Steves love teching their own blocks. ATATA reacting immediately, not even reacting, knowing, hitting Onin into the blocks and then reacting with a nair, running off stage, breaking out that minecart with another nair. Really like the adaptation coming out from ATATA there is he's able to put a game on the board. So let's see if we can continue that creativity and that understanding of this matchup.
Step 1 complete, game 1. Step 2 is game 2.
So
take it game by game. ATATA absolutely back into this, but you're going on to Onin's counter pick, and you made a reaction just now. Can you tell me why you're so happy about Battlefield?
I think that it is just the better stage for Ness overall. I understand the pick here. Because now you get block edge guards, but I think that you are giving ATATA a little less room to be scared of you with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Like, PS2 is deceptively large. Can't hang there for very long.
That's not even a stage thing. That's just like an in general thing. And sometimes you get like what I like to call choice paralysis, right? It's like, how do I want to come back up from ledge? And I like Steve's standing there, and there's a block here, and there's too many things to consider before you run out of ledge invincibility. But my God, I mean, Onin has not taken percentage until 45 seconds in, and still extending this combo all the way. Air dodges through, but I mean, ATATA's getting thrown for the wind this game. Scooped up by the up smash. Not going to be stuck just yet, but if I'm ATATA, I'm not feeling too great, but a couple PK fires can get something started. There's the grab, beautiful extension here, but my goodness, Excelsior, it's not looking too good for ATATA right now.
Yeah, no, ATATA is in a really bad spot, sitting at 138%. However, now that we're on Battlefield, we're not going to have to worry too much about like stone and whatnot, so that's at least good, but it's going to be a mountain to climb. Although there goes the pickaxe, that's really good for ATATA, because now we don't have access to that back air, we don't have access to that forward air, and it's going to be really, really good for ATATA because those are Steve's main kill moves. That back air is so large, so safe. The auto cancel window is crazy on that move. So I really like that, and Onin actually really low on mats, and ATATA able to take a stock. All right.
It's so scary because I could get comfortable and say, all right, we're back in this, but that's 150 for Steve, and Steve has a fresh diamond. Things could go all wrong, but honestly, I like the jab just out of the PK fires. The dash attack is just going to do it. A sneeze on the stock, and it's gone. Yeah. But honestly, ATATA getting so much momentum, but on the last stock potentially of the run here. Going for the down smash. It will catch the air dodge, but look, oh my goodness. Oh no!
Yeah, that's it. It's unfortunate. Those iron blocks just blocking off the recovery.